California is home to some of the richest neighborhoods in America, but it's also home to some of the poorest. As we all know, towns need funds to exist, but what happens when those funds never arrive? We are counting down 10 of the poorest towns in California, which are slowly but surely collapsing as we speak. Number 10, Thermal. Thermal, located in Riverside County near the Salton Sea, consistently ranks among the lowest income communities in California. The median household income here is estimated to be under $20,000 per year, which is dramatically lower than California's statewide median of over $80,000. Per capita income is often reported below $10,000. Most jobs revolve around agricultural labor, seasonal farm work that depends heavily on crop cycles. When harvest slows, so does income. Housing conditions in some parts of Thermal are visibly deteriorating. Mobile homes, aging structures, and limited infrastructure define certain neighborhoods. Public transportation options are limited, making commuting difficult without a car. Access to healthcare requires traveling to larger cities like Indio and Palm Springs. For many families, even basic expenses like utilities or groceries can stretch a paycheck thin. Thermal sits geographically close to wealth, but economically, it feels worlds away. And if Thermal feels isolated, the next town shows what happens when nearly half the population lives below the poverty line. Number 9, Orange Cove. Orange Cove in Fresno County has one of the highest poverty rates in the state, often estimated at over 40%. That means nearly half the town lives below the federal poverty line. The economy here is dominated by agriculture, especially citrus farming. While the work is essential, wages remain low and seasonal. Families often rely on multiple income earners just to stay afloat. The median household income is around $25,000 to $38,000, which is less than half of California's average. Per capita income is similarly low. Some businesses operate on thin margins. Many storefronts close early. Infrastructure improvements come slowly due to limited tax revenue. Schools face funding challenges, and resources for after-school programs or advanced coursework are limited compared to wealthier districts. Orange Cove isn't empty. It's working hard, but financially, it struggles every day. But Orange Cove is not alone in Fresno County, and the next town faces similar struggles with even fewer resources. Number 8, Huron. Huron, also located in Fresno County, frequently appears near the top of lists ranking California's poorest towns. Agricultural employment dominates the local economy. When crops are in season, work is available. When they're not, unemployment rises. The poverty rate is estimated to be 12%, and median household income remains far below state averages. Many households are multi-generational, with extended families sharing homes to reduce costs. Overcrowding can become common when housing supply is limited and wages are low. Healthcare access is minimal within town limits. Residents often travel long distances for specialized medical care. Infrastructure expansion has been slow. Limited retail presence means residents often travel outside for major purchases. Huron represents a cycle common across parts of the Central Valley: hard labor, low pay, and little upward mobility. And as we move further into the Central Valley, the economic picture grows even more severe. Number 7, Mendota. Mendota has struggled with unemployment for decades. At times, unemployment rates have reached some of the highest levels in the entire country during economic downturns. Agriculture remains the backbone of the local economy, but when drought conditions hit California, farming slows, and towns like Mendota feel it immediately. The poverty rate has hovered around 50% in recent years. Half of all households earn less than $27,000 a year. Median household income is significantly below the state average, and per capita income reflects limited high-paying job availability. Public infrastructure shows signs of strain. Road repairs take time, public spaces are modest, commercial growth has been limited. For many residents, leaving for larger cities like Fresno or Bakersfield offers the only realistic path to higher wages, but not everyone can afford to leave. Yet even with unemployment this high, the next town proves that low wages can quietly erode a community over time. Number 6, Firebow. Firebow, also in Fresno County, faces many of the same structural economic challenges. Agricultural work provides employment, but rarely financial stability. Seasonal wages mean families must budget carefully year-round. Median household income, being around $40,000 to $48,000, sits far below the California average. Poverty rates exceed state norms by a wide margin. The town's small business district has seen fluctuations, with closures occurring when economic pressures build. Access to higher education requires travel. Local job opportunities beyond farming and service work are limited. Firebout doesn't appear abandoned, but economically, growth has stalled for years. And in the next town, the presence of a major employer hasn't been enough to lift the broader population out of hardship. Number 5. Avenal. Avenal, located in Kings County, faces a different economic dynamic. In addition to agriculture, correctional facilities provide employment. Avenal Prison also gives employment to 1,000 residents. However, these jobs don't necessarily translate into widespread prosperity for the broader population. Median incomes remain low, with a poverty rate hovering near 19 to 27%. That is well above the state averages. Retail options are limited. Healthcare services are basic. Many residents commute long distances for better paying jobs, often over an hour each way. Housing affordability exists compared to coastal cities, but wages remain proportionally low. Avenal's economy has not diversified enough to generate sustainable long-term growth. But sometimes, even national attention and inspiring stories can't fully change economic reality. Number 4. McFarland. McFarland gained national attention years ago due to a high school cross-country team story, but economically, the town continues to struggle. Agriculture dominates employment. Median household income remains far below the California average. The poverty rate is estimated to be over 30%. Many residents work long hours in physical demanding labor. Access to advanced healthcare, specialized services, or corporate employment opportunities require commuting to Bakersfield or beyond. Commercial development has been limited. Investment in public spaces is modest. McFarland's story reflects effort but also economic limits. And as we enter the top 3, the poverty rates climb even higher. Number 3. Parlier. Parlier sits just southeast of Fresno. It has consistently reported high poverty rates, often around or above 35%. Median household income lags far behind state averages. Per capita income is among the lowest in the region. Many homes are older structures and new housing development has been slow. Small businesses operate with narrow margins. Job diversity is minimal, with most employment tied to agriculture or service industries. Public infrastructure projects depend heavily on state or federal funding due to limited local tax revenue. Parlier is not collapsing overnight, but economic stagnation has lasted for decades. Further south, another agricultural city faces similar challenges shaped by climate and industry. Number 2. Lindsay. Lindsay is a city in Tulare County. It's faced long-term economic hardship tied to agricultural dependence and limited industrial growth. The poverty rate remains significantly higher than the California average. Median household income is low compared to neighboring counties. Many residents rely on farm labor or food processing jobs. Major industries are agricultural, forestry, fishing and hunting, manufacturing, and educational services. Drought cycles impact employment directly. When water restrictions hit, agricultural output drops, and so do wages. Educational resources face constraints. Healthcare services are limited locally. Lindsay's challenges show how climate, economics, and geography can combine to restrict opportunity. And finally, at number 1, a city that consistently ranks among the poorest in the entire state. Number 1. Arvin. Arvin, located in Kern County, consistently ranks among the poorest cities in California. The poverty rate regularly exceeds 30%. Median household income remains far below the state median. Agriculture, warehouse work, and oil-related industries provide employment, but wages are often lacking. Air quality issues in Kern County add another layer of strain, affecting health outcomes and increasing medical needs in a community with limited resources. Public services operate with tight budgets. Infrastructure improvements happen slowly. Economic mobility remains difficult. Arvin represents a harsh contrast to the image many people have of California, with long workdays, tight budgets, and uncertain futures. In towns like these, families work hard every day and still struggle to move ahead. These communities aren't empty or abandoned, but economically, many feel left behind. And in one of the richest states in America, that contrast can feel especially stark.